Today we're going to show you on how to make a bowl of hookah out of a pear. Here's what you need. Some tobacco. It's a little messy, but you gotta get some tobacco. A pear, of course. Usually a big pear is preferred because it's better. You put more tobacco in there. A knife. I usually use one of these right here. Easy to use. Very simple. And of course, you gotta have a hookah and some foil. Just Reynolds wrap will be fine. Doesn't matter. First step we gotta use is to carve the pear. Carving this pear is easy, but there's different ways on how you want to do it. You can make it a small top. You can make it a medium top. And I prefer the medium because that will be able to take more tobacco, and for beginners that will be easier to carve. So here's what you do. You take it here from the widest part, then you pretty much take the knife to it. You just carve it, keep on carving. Pretty much make it a flat level, even like this. To help you, you can always go to the table, get down with it, and then make sure it's like evenly flat as shown here. And you can just after that adjust that. Okay? Then after that, you come here. Leave in the beginning, if you're a beginner, leave some room. Don't carve too much outside so you don't mess up the pear. So you go like this. The pear is a little bit more tricky. It's kind of a pain, but it's worth it. Just carve the outsides. Make sure you dispose of the stuff properly, so your mom doesn't get on your ass. Alright, and you pretty much go into a circular motion. I kind of get messy, I don't care. But as you see here, it should look something like this. Then you will go, and you will just go like that pretty much. Carve it, like carve, and then you just put it right here. Carve.
Make sure to get all the seeds out too. That's one thing. It'll taste like shit.
And you keep on carving. See right here, this is a very deep bowl. Okay? You can put plenty of tobacco in it. And then the other part is to go from the bottom. You gotta be careful so you don't hurt yourself. Because I cut myself a few times. And you just carve it a little bit. Not too much, depending on the size of your hookah. If you have a small hookah, don't be a fool and make a big hole out of it.
Those are standard Khalil Mamoon.
And you gotta make it like this. And see, I made a hole. It pretty much fits like this. Perfectly fine. Okay, we'll get back to the carving. And after you have it fitted, you go and you just clear it. I'm a perfectionist, so I like to have things clean, even. And looking through here, there should be a really small hole right here to do it, and just work the edges. And should be like this. And before you put tobacco in it, you just fit it on the hookah, see how it works, if it needs to be carved in some more or not. Okay? Make sure you steadily wipe your hookah so you don't mess it up. Now for the next step. That's the best step, which is tobacco. Here we're going to be experimenting with mango. It's not a bad flavor. I usually prefer Starbuzz myself for anything.
I like Tangiers, so.
Alright. And then you usually gotta fluff it, because if you just pack it down, it'll be hard to get the heat through to the hookah itself.
Airflow is key.
And you just got it right here. Okay, and don't want to put too much tobacco, because if you do, it'll taste like shit and it'll burn your chest and you'll be coughing and, you know, you'll have asthma
and you'll end up dying of lung cancer. So
yeah. It should look like this. See how it's even? Level it even. Okay? That's how it should look. Looks delicious, right? You want to take a bite? And I'm gonna clean my hands right quick. Yeah. The next part is fairly simple. Okay, it's a part where we just put foil on it. And I prefer this method that we double layer the foil for good heat distribution. I need a big piece of foil, who cares? Okay, and there you go. We'll pause the video right quick, and we'll get back to when we're ready to put this on the hookah. Alright, we're back after the pause here. I just you know, got to put some water in the hookah and clean the hookah out right quick. Well, here, this is where we left off, and what you do is, I usually the best way to do it is to get one of those just any bobby pin or a toothpick or whatever. I'm gonna use a knife, and this comes with experience. You know, if you're not too experienced, just use a tip of a lead pencil, a bobby pin, a toothpick, or whatever it is that you feel is good for you. You should put a decent amount of holes, because, you know, it's a double foil. It should look like this. Okay? And I advise, if you're a beginner, to put a bit more foil on the side. I know how to level it because I'm well used to it. And go ahead and put the bowl on the hookah. Okay? And next step is the best. And that is where we get to smoke it while you watch us smoke it. Alright. Coals. Gotta use the Three Kings, you know. You can go natural if you want, use coconut coals, or you can be, you know, an Arab, you know, and use the coals from the woods, you know, like, you know, those wood coals.
Those are delicious.
Yeah, they're a pain in the ass, though.
Yeah. I always put them whenever I got a bonfire. Just throw them in.
And I usually like 2 coals, because it's a humongous bowl, and plus this is a Khalil Ma'moon. It's one of the best. And I mean, you guys don't need I don't think I need a tutorial on how to light a coal. So we'll get back to you when the coal is lit and the hookah's up and fired, and we'll let you know how it smokes. Alright, we already got it set up here. Let's take a look at the hookah. I usually put 2 coals in, and the reason is really close because I didn't do the edges all the way. Like I told you earlier, if you're beginning, you shouldn't do that. And everything looks good, and here's how it smokes. And if you like the video, subscribe, and there's more to come about more fruit bowls. Next video will be how to make an orange bowl and then apple bowl, and we'll show you how to set up a good hookah, how to adjust the water levels, and at the same time how to adjust the coal so you can get the most out of your hookah without getting ripped off. And we'll see you soon.